our left. Oh man. What does that say? Soul Timer? Spray painted on the side of this delivery truck. You want me to put it back to the map there? Gross. Still to my belly button. Oh, gross. Okay, let's turn the camera around. Dabs. Dabs, terps, casket, lungs, 842. Let's turn this auto brightness down.
Make sure you update them that we're going 3 miles an hour.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
3 miles an hour. Well, we don't have anybody watching just yet.
Well, that's alright.
Yeah, that's true, because if anybody wants to watch it after we're live, they'll get the scoop.
They kind of have a peak effect. What is that called when the high mountains?
Oh, now we got 6 people.
Peak.
What's going on, Jay Sloan? What is it? Do you guys know what it's called when you get that pink haze on the mountain? Somebody Google that for me. There's a name for it.
Like
Pink. Or don't Google that, because then you'll leave the stream, and I don't want you to do that. I want you to hang out. Talk shit to all these stupid drivers on the road. Man, California, guys. We're going 3 miles an hour right now. 3 freaking miles an hour. We went from 6 viewers to 17 just now. What's going on, Nini? And hello, Burku. Did I say that right? Burku? Burku, I think. I'm doing pretty good. How about you? No complaints? Well, actually, I take that back. I have a couple complaints. I have some complaints about this traffic. I should probably spin it around. Do you guys want to see the traffic? What's up, 2 a.m. Cool? How are you doing, buddy? Here, I'm going to show you guys the traffic right quick. Look at this. Awful. That's California traffic for you right there. Jeez. Shoot. Yeah, buddy. Gotta love it, but not really. Glad you're doing good, 2 a.m. Cool. Roll this window up a little bit, cut down on some road noise. What's everybody up to today? How is your, what's today, Thursday? How's your Thursday going? I'm tempted to turn on some music and just say fuck it to the copyright shit. No, don't do it. Man, I mean, at least it's not a copyright strike, right? You're literally just getting, you know, you're just getting claimed, essentially. Yep. Currently heading south. Up from, we started from up near Ventura, California, and we're traveling down to about the Winchester, Temecula area. Here, maybe I can start a poll. What's a good question to ask for a poll? What do you think?
How long did we set in traffic?
Huh.
Which state has the worst traffic?
Oh, I got it. Here, I got one.
Insight? That's a Mexican car, I think. I've never seen an Insight. Honda Insight with his gas tank propped open.
Wait a minute. How do I get rid of it?
Cool.
There we go.
We have 6 minutes left in this traffic jam.
We'll start a poll. All right, we're gonna ask this question here. I'm typing it out. Does have the worst?
I heard Atlanta's really bad. New York. Texas. Texas traffic never was like
Yeah.
incredibly awful, but there was some bad driving.
There we go. Perfect. There it goes. Yeah, I don't know if you heard that, but I think the only drivers that I think have been worse than California have been Texas, but I'm not sure. I'm not totally sure. But I don't know, maybe they are. Maybe they are, because like as long as we've been on the road, maybe what, like 2 hours now, we haven't really had anything super crazy happen.
Well, yeah,
but in
because
Texas, it was always, it was like, here I come. Getting over. What'd you say? Because Texas what?
I said, yeah, not in the past 2 hours, because our max speed has been probably 10 miles an hour.
Yeah, but still, even when we were sitting in traffic in Texas, we would still have people just doing some crazy shit. Man, let's see. One person voted on the poll. They said, yes, California has the worst drivers.
But do they even drive? Is that just hearsay?
I don't know. Please what? 2 a.m. Cool. What are you asking? What are you saying please for? Oh boy. I need a gimbal or something. This thing is just shaky.
You use it.
No, it's fine. That would look even worse. So, what was I gonna say? Lost my train of thought there.
Why do people lift the front of their trucks and not the back?
Yeah, that's a good one. Have you guys ever seen these? Trucks where they're like this? The front of the truck is lifted really high, and then the back is squatting down. I call it shitting dog pose. Why do people do that? I don't understand it. Makes me wonder, like, if they just never drive down, like, or they're never worried about hitting pedestrians or something, or like, God, imagine if a small kid runs out in front of that truck, you're not going to see him. Crazy.
They're working on a cell phone tower.
Yep, new cell phone tower. Here, I'll turn you guys around, show you the cell phone
I
tower.
don't know if we're going to be able to see it.
Here, we'll just end this poll. 2 votes. Yes. Here, it'll pop up here in a second. Right there. Bam. Working on a new cell phone tower.
Kind of looks like it's on a slant.
Well, I don't know if it's new. They're probably just repairing an old one, to be honest. Kind of cool. Kind of sweet. Yeah, I kind of want to listen to some music. I don't think I'm really worried about the whole copyright thing. I mean, it might sound like shit though, coming through the mic, so maybe I should ask the chat. I'm thinking about turning on some music. You guys let me know if it sounds awful, if it sounds terrible coming through the microphone here. Let's see if we can find something to listen to. Probably going to.
Really, the modern Democratic Party has its roots in the populist left progressive movements of the 19th century, which were skeptical of
talk radio. That's not going to get
skeptical of
copyright strike.
experts. They wanted to use government to curtail the power of oligarchy in corporate America, and that really came to fruition.
I'm sure it's all
in
going
the
to be
New Deal,
left
which was
leaning.
a
It's all like
class-focused
NPR shit, but
set of
whatever.
policies in large part that were aimed at using government to redistribute wealth and protect workers. Around the 1960s, they started to broaden that to include race and gender and eventually sexuality and ability. But somewhere around the 2010s, they really shed the class lens. And, there wasn't that focus on working class people. And when there was an attempt to have a focus on working class people, like Bernie Sanders, the party marginalized that wing. And unfortunately, the result of that was a lot of working class people.
What's up, Charlie?
Took the message, hey,
how you doing, buddy?
Democrats no longer care about me.
Hi, Pop.
Maybe I'll try these Republicans. Sure, they're rich billionaires like Elon and Zuckerberg moving over there.
Come up here?
But at least Trump will rhetorically talk about the working class. He'll invite a Sean Fain. He'll talk about the economic conditions being poor. Democrats can't even do that. And so I think that's been a major shift in the last 15 or so years we've seen between the two parties.
Final question, and I probably should have started with this, so forgive me. We're down to our final minute and a half here. But what do you have thoughts on the nomination of Tulsi Gabbard as Director of National Intelligence?
What's up, Charlie?
Yeah, I mean, I think, it's sort of like kind of picking the nicest guy in prison. We talk about politicians for these positions, meaning there's not grave difference. But, one thing I was kind of inspired by is Tulsi Gabbard continuously responded to questions that were critiquing her perspectives by reminding the senators that her number one focus is upholding the Constitution in general and the Fourth Amendment in particular. And so I think in that respect, it's good to have someone who keeps reminding the American people the Fourth Amendment is important, our privacy is important, and anybody who plans to work in public service needs to do everything they can to protect the privacy of the citizens of this country.
Nolan Higdon is an author and university lecturer of history and media studies. He's the founding member of the Critical Media Literacy Conference of the Americas and Project Censored National Judge. He's the author and co-author of many books, including The Anatomy of Fake News, The Podcaster's Dilemma, and Let's Agree to Disagree. Nolan Higdon, thank you very much for taking time to join us today.
Hey, thank you so much for having me.
And that's our coverage of the Senate Intelligence Committee confirmation.
Sorry for the
hearing
bumpy feed, man. This truck rides like a tank.
As the Director of National Intelligence. Again, the public portion of the hearing has concluded, and the closed session is now underway. The Senate Intelligence Committee afterwards, probably the next day or two, will look to take a vote on her nomination, and if it clears that vote, if she gets a majority of the votes, it will then move on to the entire Senate.
Appreciate everybody being here.
Today's coverage was produced by Deanna Martinez. Our engineer.
What's on your mind, everybody? What are you guys?
Thanks to the news.
What are you guys getting up to today? What do you want to talk about? Dog's name is Charlie. Oh, Charlie. Oh, watch out. Charlie dog. Here, let's turn you around, Charlie. Come here. There you go. Turn around. There you go. Sit. There you go. Charlie dog. Oh, Charlie, you're such a good boy, huh? What are you doing? It's a good boy, huh? Oh yeah, that's actually a good example right there of like the pink in the mountains. What is this called? Do you guys know what this is called? I think there's a name for it when the mountains get like hella pink like that. Do you see that? There's like a pink hue to the hills there. I know there's a name for it. I just can't remember what it's
I
called.
think in Ojai it's called the pink
The pink effect.
ice or something. Like it's the pink something. The pink.
Hi, Charlie.
I don't know.
Look, Charlie. 2 a.m. Cool says hello. He said, "What's up, 2 a.m.? How's it hanging, big dog?" You said you think it's called the pink hue effect? Is that what you said?
No, pink effect.
Pink effect?
Moment or something.
Call it the pink lemonade effect. I didn't even notice you turned that off. Yeah.
Supplicants to their dear leader. Joining us is an
Your dog is named Hank.
who is high on
Hey, we know a dog named Hank.
Treverton,
It's a big old dog. Big old, what is it, a mountain dog?
Threats Project
Hank's a mountain dog, right?
International Studies.
Yeah, I think he's a mountain dog.
Practice of international
That's cool.
relations at the University of Southern
I think there
California.
is.
He has served
Is there
in
such thing as a mountain dog, chat?
Select Committee on Intelligence.
What kind of dog is your dog, 2 a.m.?
National Security Council.
What kind of dog is he?
Of the National Intelligence Council from 2014 to 2017. His books include Dividing Divided States, Beyond the Great Divide, Relevance and Uncertainty in National Intelligence, and Science for Policy. Then we'll examine the collision over the Potomac on the approach to Reagan National Airport between an Army Black Hawk helicopter and an American Airlines regional airliner that cost the lives of 67 people.
It's a weenie dog? You mean like a weenie dog? That's funny. I had a weenie dog when I was a kid.
And look into the real problems.
They're cool dogs, man. They're fearless. They're fearless dogs. They'll fight any dog. They think they're big dogs.
Overworked FAA air traffic controllers and antiquated equipment.
Oh, they're talking about that crash that happened last night.
A science journalist specializing in aviation and psychology. A licensed pilot of gliders and light
Another one happened today.
He's an on-camera aviation analyst on CNN, Fox News, and MSNBC. And his articles have appeared in New York
I
Magazine,
didn't
New
know
York
that.
Times, Time Business Week,
Crazy.
Esquire, and many others.
Did you guys hear about that
And
plane
he's the
crash
host
that happened
of
in
the
DC last night?
MH370 podcast.
Anybody hear about
Joining
that?
us now is Gregory Treverton, a senior advisor with the Transnational Threats Project at the Center for Strategic International
Apparently
Studies
another
and a
one just
professor
happened
of the
today.
practice of
I didn't know that.
international relations at the University of
Was it a
Southern
Black Hawk
California.
helicopter?
He served in government for the
Jeez.
first Senate Select Committee on Intelligence, handling Europe and...
They're like chihuahuas. Yeah, man.
And was chairman of the
Yeah,
National
wiener dogs are kind of like chihuahuas. They're fearless, huh?
2017.
What do you think, Charlie?
Books include Dividing Divided States,
Oh,
Beyond the Great Divide,
These roads are
Relevance
crazy.
and Uncertainty in National
Oh my
Intelligence,
God.
and Science for Policy. Welcome to Background Briefing. Gregory Treverton.
Good boy.
Pleasure to be here. Thanks, Ian.
You nervous little
So,
bitch.
Greg, what do you make of the hearing today about Kelsey Gabbard to
Yeah,
head up
crazy,
the
huh?
ODNI, the Office of the Director of National Intelligence, arguably America's top spy, and they're also hearing it before the Judiciary Committee on Kash Patel to head up the FBI. But let's start with the Intelligence Committee, which among the committees of the Senate is probably the most bipartisan, is it not? Because they tend to work well together behind closed doors.
Yes, I think it is. It's
What are you asking there, buddy? Are you asking if I'm gay?
A long time ago, but it is still probably
you're a good
as anything
dude?
in Washington, given our
Or are you
polarization.
gay
So,
because you're a
interesting
good
here.
dude? Huh.
Looks like we're
Not gay.
serious.
Not all gay people are good either.
Whether we get the
Well, yeah, and just
serious
because you're gay
examination
doesn't
of
make you
whether
automatically a
she's
good person.
fit to do this job. Nobody's
No,
questioning
not-
her patriotism.
He
But
spelled it G-A-I,
also
though.
position fit. She has no managerial
Gay?
experience, apparently.
I don't know what that
Hearings
means. I have no idea what that means, man. I have
very
no
well
clue.
in understanding what the job was.
You're awesome. You
And
just need to
typically,
be
if
enlightened.
you're going to be an effective DNI, you need
Whatever
to,
you say,
be
man.
a real professional with something here.
I have no idea what you're getting
other
at.
agencies. It's the intelligence.
I've got a
is kind
pretty
of
open
sprawling
mind.
these days. I wouldn't say it's a mess, but it's a sprawling realm, and to manage it effectively seems to me to require a lot of experience and some knowledge of the other
Kiss
players,
your
the
dog
other
and forget
participants,
about it.
what the other agencies do. And
You're
while
weird, bro.
she's served honorably in
You're
the
hella
military, she's never been close to intelligence.
Yeah, I think
and
this
has never
guy's
really done
trolling.
anything very big at all. So it really is a question. And then she has these questionable bits of background.
I'm an asshole, he said.
Support for Assad.
Wow, that went
Celebrating him.
You said it, man, not
It
me.
just seems like
from
it's
0 to 10
not a good,
Yeah.
not a good
You're
pick.
awesome.
I
And
think this
quite
guy's
frankly,
crashing out.
are you enough Republicans prepared to break with Trump? We saw
That's
with
funny.
Hegseth, the defense. That
Hey, you are
the
what you eat,
pressure on
man.
them was
You are what you eat.
enormous, right? To fall in
But don't
line.
bump.
And my assumption is that'll happen again this time. But maybe with the intelligence committee in the lead,
Of course, the buildings are in the way.
judicious evaluation of it.
Well, the difference here, Greg, is that today you've had the open public hearing.
You and your girlfriend need to have. Jeez, that was a big pothole. You and your girlfriend need to have a child, not a dog, but keep the dog.
Refusing to say whether or not she considered Edward Snowden to be a traitor. But what happened then is that they
That's
went
your
into
opinion,
a
and you're
closed
entitled
session
to it. But
with the 9 Republican
don't think I need any advice, buddy.
Democratic
Appreciate it.
in the skiff,
But
the
So
special
these are like
compartmentalized
talking points. He's just
facility.
repeating that he's heard
And she
from
was
other
then grilled.
yeah, I don't know
there.
what you're getting at. I don't know if you're
And
trying to
we
be
don't know, obviously, what went on
combative
in
or
those-
something, but yeah,
That hearing, the closed hearing.
no
And
idea.
it'll only take one Republican senator to join with the Democrats on that intelligence committee.
You getting restless, buddy?
To basically scuttle her nomination, and we
You wanna
already
go back
know
in the
that
back
Susan
seat?
Collins, who's on that committee, is
What do you think,
troubled
Charlie
by
Dog?
it. So, unlike Pete Hegseth, I think she's got a more difficult confirmation.
I think that's right. Is right by part.
To a mid-air crash. So I looked at the database and it reported since the late 1980s. What's a bit unusual here, though, is that of those that involved military aircraft, and nationally that rate is a lot
All right,
lower.
going back then.
It's
Go on.
less than 25%.
Go on.
And were
Good boy.
any of those other near misses
gonna hang out
helicopters
here?
like this collision involved?
Yes,
Hang out there, buddy?
7 of those reports involved
All right, that's
military
fine.
helicopters. And I wanted to put this a little bit more in context, so I spoke with Mike McCormick. He's the FAA's former director of safety and operations for the whole nation, for the nation's control towers.
Thanks, man. I
And he now
appreciate
teaches
that.
at Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University.
Appreciate that too.
There
man.
are
Cool.
helicopter routes that transverse the airspace around metropolitan Washington,
This
D.C.
guy's nuts, man. This guy's
designed
tripping.
for mainly used
This
by
Rhett
military
Chia
helicopters
Pone
that are
Rhett
in and
Chia
out of the
Pet
various bases.
said, "Please be careful while driving. You're getting
So he
too
says
comfortable.
that increases
Your
the
girlfriend is
chance that
hungry as
someone
fuck right now.
with
Get Chipotle."
with a military.
And did he say anything about
I'm not
these
driving.
crashes?
She is.
And I'm not working.
I'm sitting
Here's what
passenger,
could be
buddy.
some contributing factors. For one, the passenger plane.
And she's
is
not
heading for a
hungry.
Different runway. than
I'm
usual.
hungry. I'm
And
kind of
was
hungry.
returning. So this could have made it hard for that.
You know what?
pilot.
Chipotle sounds good as fuck right
And
now.
as for the helicopter, he
Sounds
said
pretty damn
the
good.
pilot probably had difficulty seeing the plane, and he mentioned the lights of the city in the background, and the fact
Oh, hi,
that,
Charlie.
you know, the altitude was low, and you could see those lights in the background, which could have interfered.
It's like driving a car.
What are you doing?
You have the responsibility when you're driving a car to look
trying to
around
get me
you
to pet you?
for all the other traffic.
Is that what's
So
going
you're
on? You want
operating an
a pet?
aircraft under the same basic premise.
Oh,
You're
it's
looking
okay,
at your
buddy.
window for other aircraft and trying to avoid them.
And Robert, hearing that DC Reagan is a relatively crowded airspace, is that correct?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it's kind of compressed because there's a lot of restrictions around the capital. In many places over Washington, you can't fly. And McCormick says the FAA is doing its own investigation that could lead to changes immediately or in the near term, even as the NTSB does that more lengthy investigation.
What are you doing?
That's Robert Benincasa with NPR's investigations team. Thank you.
Thank you, Sasha.
And several members of figure skate were on the American Airlines flight, including members of the Skating Club of Boston. That club held a press conference this afternoon, and there to
Menifee
answer
police.
questions was Nancy
Are we
Kerrigan,
going through
a one-time
Menifee?
Olympian. She's an alum of that club.
Guess so.
And she told reporters that she needed to be with
We're not there.
members of her family.
I think
We just wanted to be here and
Paris.
part of our community. The kids here really work hard. Their parents work hard to be here. But I feel
2
like
a.m. Cool says, I have no friends. Do you want to be my friend?
their families, but
I'll be your friend,
anyone
bro.
that was on that plane.
Nancy Kerrigan speaking there.
Could always use more friends. As long as they're good friends, man.
So the investigation into what caused this fatal air collision is just beginning, but almost immediately President Trump and other
When did this happen?
administration officials said diversity, equity, and inclusion programs at the Federal Aviation Administration were to blame.
Talking
Trump
about
also
DEI.
acknowledged he had no direct evidence that DEI had anything to do with the crash. This
He
is not
said,
the
"Let's
first
go,
time opponents
W."
of DEI efforts
Hell yeah,
have tried
bro.
to
Bam.
tie DEI to a disaster. And I want to bring in NPR's Lisa Higgin to discuss why. Hi, Lisa.
Hi, Mary Louise.
You have done some reporting about how DEI has become a sort of catch-all explanation for disasters, for tragedies. What else has been blamed on DEI?
Yeah, most recently, supporters of Trump's blamed the spread of wildfires in Los Angeles on DEI efforts at the LA Fire Department. We heard it as a critique of the Secret Service after assassination attempts on candidate Trump.
Yep.
We heard it after the Baltimore Bridge collapse last spring.
Yep.
And that list goes on.
Well, and it's
I'm sure
interesting
a lot of
because
it
in a
has
lot
to
of
do with
these
that.
cases, the facts are not known
That's
right away.
great.
Best require
Oh,
time.
yeah,
Why the
bam.
seeming rush to tie DEI?
Yeah, I spoke with Ian Haney Lopez about this. He's a law professor at the University of California, Berkeley, and the author of the book Dog Whistle Politics. He says invoking DEI in this way is part of a against groups that have been historically marginalized.
But to do so in terms that do not embrace a blatant, direct bigotry, but that instead seek to clothe themselves in some form of a commitment to fairness or excellence.
He says blaming DEI is shorthand for a story that America used to be based only on competence and meritocracy. That's an inversion of our actual history of pervasive discrimination against people other than straight white men.
Back to this press conference today with President Trump. He seemed to be reading from the
straight white
actual
men.
DEI inclusion policy, the actual diversity and equity inclusion policy at the FAA. What do we know about what it says about hiring practices there?
Yeah, so it's important to say those hiring practices were also in place under all of
Are those
Trump's
two
first
emojis
administration.
high-fiving? Is that what's
But
going
here's
on?
another important thing. I spoke with a former FAA official today who wanted to remain anonymous because of retribution concerns. But that official
yes.
pointed out air traffic control is a very
Speaking of
specific
which.
job within the FAA.
Bam!
And those specialists go through very rigorous skills testing and a psychological evaluation before they're hired.
Just to step, this second Trump administration has aggressively been trying to end DEI programs across the federal government, across the military.
Well,
can you just put into context?
even if I am
people
a
what
straight
it is
white
they're trying to
male,
get
which
rid of
I'm
how
not
DEI is
white, I'm a lot of things.
Two people with
Um,
do DEI council,
That doesn't. That plane has been hijacked. That's actually funny. All right, you got to laugh out of me on that one. He's that same guy that was asking all those other questions. He said that plane's been hijacked. You want Taco Bell? Oh man, I haven't eaten Taco Bell in a while. That'll just, yeah. Well, it hasn't been a decade, but it's been a while. Like maybe once or twice in the last decade. But no, back to the back to the straight white male comment. Doesn't matter. Like I think that I think you misunderstood what I was saying. I think it's stupid that people are blaming or are blaming. They're blaming the straight white male for all the problems that our nation faces right now. You know, they're racist, they're oppressors, they're holding the good jobs for other straight white males. Like that's not true at all. This country was built on merit, you know, and I think that should be the only deciding factor. That's it, whether you get a job or not. I don't care what your skin color is. I don't care. Huh? Can you do the job? Exactly. Can you do the job? Can you do it well? Can you do the job better than all the other applicants? That's it. Full stop. I don't care what color your fucking vagina is. I don't give a shit. I don't care if you got a black, gay, lesbian vagina, I don't care. I don't care. Can you do the job? That's it. It's not. Race has nothing to do with it. It has nothing to do with it. And people that think that there's just rampant racism out there, man, you need to open your eyes, because the only people that are getting oppressed right now are straight white people. All right. Well, maybe not the only, but there's a disproportionate racism now towards white people. How many people do you come across? How many news outlets are saying, "Fuck whitey"? You know, the white man needs to go. The white man's the oppressor. That's racism. And saying that all white people are the same is also racism. That's all it is. It's flat out racism. By blanket statementing an entire race, that's absolutely racism. You want ice cream? Dude, I haven't had ice cream in forever, man. That's another thing I haven't had in a while. Not as long as Taco Bell, but yeah, it's been a hot minute. A couple months. To those of you just joining us, welcome. Appreciate you being here. If you're able, please like and subscribe if you like this type of content. We're going to be doing this more often. We're trying to get on kind of a regular schedule. I'm still trying to find my flow with this channel, so stay tuned for more shenanigans. If you don't know how to like, you just double tap the screen. That's how you like.
I also spoke with Jonathan Stein at Penn State, who studies how to spend.
You are racism, Rhett.
He's worried about the jobs of the 50.
Yeah, man. I don't know. Like, not sure if he's racist, but I don't know. I just had to call it out. I just had to call it out because there's a lot of people out there that are choosing sides. They're saying I'm on one side of the fence or the other. I don't think that's the way to go about this. You know, I think that just spreads more hate, and we don't need that right now. We need unification, and it's okay to have different opinions than other people. It's all right. We can still have a civil conversation. We don't need to hate each other because we have different opinions. It's not like that at all.
You're listening to All Things Considered.
Let's see, how much longer do we have here? 30 minutes? 30 minutes left on our drive. 2 a.m. cool. We need nice people like you. I appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, people just need to chill. People just need to understand that we're all humans. And, you know, we're all trying to work towards a solution together.
The logistical hurdle the government would face if they tried to do this on anything other than a purely superficial scale are really ultimately going to be daunting.
What are you doing, Charlie?
Again, these stories and so much more starting in just about 15 minutes.
As a public service, KCR wants you to know about upcoming forklift training and OSHA 10 safety certification through the San Bernardino Community.
Yeah, we are all built different, man.
Unemployed or underemployed adults 18 to 28 years of age who are justice impacted.
That's enough of that. I think that's a commercial. This is the hidden commercial, huh, Charlie? Yeah, man, couldn't have said it better myself. We're all built different. As long as you're being a good person, you know, like you're not breaking the law, you're not causing anybody else harm, I got no problem with it. Got no problem with it. But when you try to start forcing your ideas onto me, that's when I have an issue. Or if you're hurting somebody else, yeah, I got an issue with that. Do I like Sonic? Yeah, I don't mind Sonic. I like their shakes, not so much their food. I think their food's kind of mediocre. It's kind of like, I don't know. It's like cafeteria food. They got some decent stuff. Like their chili dogs are pretty good. That's pretty much, I don't know. Maybe their tater tots too. Those are decent. But their burgers are trash. I don't like the burgers at all. Wait, how did I just bring that up? What's going on here? Oh, that was a highlight. What am I doing? Charlie just climbed back into my lap. He's like, Dad, I'm scared. I want to sit in your lap. Okay, buddy. Oh, you were talking about the show. I've never seen the show. You mean the movie, right? The movie? The Sonic movies? Never seen any of those. Not the show either, if you're talking about a TV show. I'm pretty sure they had a Sonic TV show back in the day, right? Yeah, you're talking about the movie. Okay, I thought so. Yeah, I haven't seen any of them. I've heard from a few sources that Jim Carrey was not very good in it. What do you think? Was Jim Carrey good in that movie? Was he funny? Or has he kind of lost his touch? I think he kind of peaked at the Grinch. He was good? You think he was good? I'll have to check it out. What are you doing, buddy? To visit my mom. Yeah. Going to visit my mom for birthday. Yep. And it got dark quick. Man, I can't wait for it to be light out for more of the day, you know, like for it to get dark later. I don't like the winter hours, man. Yeah, I will, man. Thanks. You said tell her I said happy birthday. I definitely will. I appreciate that. What are you doing, Charlie? You got your little arm up? Being goofy? He's a nervous dog. I don't know if you can hear him whining or whimpering. He's just like a total nervous wreck, man. This dog has no chill. Oh, Charlie, no chill, buddy. Yeah, you want the pets, huh? Oh. It's okay, bud. You're fine. Alright, I think I'm going to need you to go back in the back seat, dude. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Good boy. Get back. Come on. Let's go. Oh. Bumpy road, man. These roads are terrible here.
What are the Christmas flowers that are red?
Poinsettias. Yeah. We have an old Power Stroke, like a 2005 Power Stroke. So it's a diesel. That's why it's so loud. I don't know if you can hear a lot of road noise or whatever, but it's essentially a work truck, basically. It's a 6-liter Power Stroke. Which, I don't know if there's any car guys in the chat, but yeah, the 6-liter is one of the most hated diesel engines out there. The only diesel engine that's hated more than this engine is the 6.4-liter Power Stroke, which apparently had more issues than this one. But I don't know. It's been a good truck for us. I think if you maintenance your vehicles, they'll treat you right. Treat them good, and they'll treat you good. A Ram truck. What do you have? Like 2,500, 3,500. Does it got a Hemi? Yeah, Rams are nice. I like Ram trucks. Those are cool. Oh, I think I'll glasses. Yeah. All right. Let's see if I can do this with one hand. Bam. I really don't have a preference, man. I'm not really a sports guy. Never have been. Played a few sports when I was like in elementary school, but yeah, didn't grow up around sports, so it wasn't really my thing. More of a gamer, to be honest. Yeah, the only sport that I really, if you want to call it a sport, that I played for any amount of time, that I still do actually, is skateboarding. I like skateboarding. Are those the two? No, those aren't the two that are going to the Super Bowl, is it? Isn't it like the Kansas City Chiefs and someone else? Seahawks? Wasn't that who played last year? Seahawks and Chiefs? Fortnite, dude, I haven't played Fortnite in like probably 4 or 5 years. But yeah, I fuck with it. Fortnite's cool. Like I said, I haven't played in a long time, so I'm sure a lot of stuff has changed, but yeah, it's weird. A lot of people ask me if I play Fortnite, like a lot of people that come in the chat ask me if I play Fortnite. But yeah, I've been meaning to get back onto it because I hear they brought the old map back, the original map, so it'd be kind of cool to check that out. Yeah, I mainly play Call of Duty. That's been my jam recently. Oh man, I couldn't tell you. I can't remember. What season did I start playing on Fortnite? I have no idea. No clue. I'd have to go back and look somehow. I might have some gameplay saved from back then, but I honestly couldn't tell you. I could probably figure out the year, figure it out from there, but I think last time I played Fortnite was probably somewhere around like 2020, maybe 2019. That's how long ago it was for me. That is a ton of semi-docks, jeez, or loading docks. Ugh. Renegade Raider. I'm not sure what that is. Is that a skin? Renegade Raider. I don't know what that is. I'm guessing you do play Fortnite, huh? It's a cool van. Let's do it like this. Oh, okay, it's a skin. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. Oh, you know what? There was an umbrella for like the umbrella that like they use as a parachute. That I forgot what it looked like exactly, but it was for Valentine's Day, however many years ago. I want to say it was Valentine's Day, like 2019 or 2020, and I don't know. So if that puts it in perspective, how long it was. Hey, thanks for the reactions. I don't know if that helps the algorithm, but I appreciate that. You know, you can like push the emoji button, you know, and like put like 100s or hearts or whatever, you know. It's like spamming those. 100. That's awesome. Ooh, now it's coming chilly, isn't it? Air's coming through kind of cold. Yeah, I kind of figured, man. I kind of figured. I hope you're able to make some friends, man. Why don't you have any friends? Are you like homeschooled where you don't have the opportunity to make friends, or what's going on? Nice. Getting close. How are you feeling? Good?
Good that we're almost there.
Yeah, me too. They say I am a nerd for liking Sonic. I don't think that's nerdy. That's crazy. I feel like Sonic would be hip right now. Would be kind of, I don't want to say in fashion, but I feel like it would be popular right now. What are you supposed to like? What do they like? I think you're fine, man. If you like Sonic, that's cool, man. Don't let people tell you what you should and should not like. Sports? Oh, so they're into sports and you're not really into sports? Is that what I'm getting? Is that what I'm seeing? So they call you a nerd for not liking sports and liking Sonic? That's not cool, man. You know what? I'll tell you this, buddy. School, like your young years, they really are the best years, you know, because you don't have the responsibilities of being an adult and stuff. They're your best years, but they're also the most difficult, in my opinion, like for your head, you know, for your mind, because there's a lot of bullies out there, a lot of people who, you know, who don't know how to be kind. You know, they haven't learned life lessons yet. They haven't earned the value, or they haven't learned the value of treating people kind and with respect, you know. But you know, just stay tough, man. You'll make it through. Don't let people discourage you. And you know, remember, when they're making fun of you, when they're being mean to you, it's because they have their own insecurities in their own heart that they're taking it out on you. So don't let that bother you, man. Just you know, just let it glance off, let it like just brush it off. Don't even worry about it, man. Because people like that are just sad, you know. They're not happy with their own life for whatever reason, you know, and for whatever reason they don't like their own life, so they're gonna pick on you. So just don't even let it affect you, man. Don't even worry about it. It's easier said than done. Way easier to say that than to actually do it, but I'm telling you, you'll be better off in the end if you just don't let these people get to you. You know? Don't even let it bother you. Because at the end of the day, that's all you have, you know? That's all you have is your own peace, your own solace, and nobody can dictate your happiness unless you give them permission to, you know? So don't give them the satisfaction of messing with your head, you know, bringing you down. It's not worth it, man. It's not worth it at all. I'm telling you. And also, if you give them the satisfaction of bothering you, of letting it bother you, not only is it going to affect your mood in a negative way, and you're going to do it yourself a disservice, but you're also going to encourage that behavior even more. Because if they can get a rise out of you, and they know they can get a rise out of you, they're going to keep doing it. Don't let them do that to you. And I'm not saying you have to be combative either. I'm not saying to, you know, say anything to them. I'm just saying sometimes, you know, it's just, actually, a lot of times it's just not worth it, you know. A lot of times you just need to walk away. There's no point, you know. There's no point arguing with somebody who's already made up their mind, you know. If their mind is closed, you're not going to get anywhere at all. Trust me. You're really not going to change anybody's mind either. You would hope, you know, you can plant seeds if you really feel inclined to do so. You can sow the seeds of an idea, but there's no guarantee that someone's going to listen. They have to realize that they're on their own, that made, you know, poor choices, and they have a poor opinion of the world. Minutes. All right, well, with that, I think I'm gonna end the stream here, but I hope you have a good rest of your day, and anybody else who's watching, thank you so much for watching and hanging out. I appreciate the likes and the subs, whoever liked and subscribed. If you did subscribe, make sure you turn on the bell notification so you get notified next time we go live. We're going to be doing more live streams in the future. The quality is going to slowly improve, you know. We're going to get structured with things, so definitely look out for that. There's going to be more to come, and hopefully, you know, we're going to grow a community here. So appreciate you guys tuning in, and we will see you on the next one. Have a great rest of your day. Be safe out there. Be good people. Treat others fairly, and yeah, don't let it get to you, man. 2 a.m. cool. Don't let those bullies get to you, man. All right, take it easy, guys.